What is up, gang? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the damn channel. We're gonna go get some motherfucking swole ass legs. I'm gonna take you guys through a good leg workout. It's gonna be fucking epic. I'm just gonna have some fucking fun, dude. I don't know, from the last leg day, I was kind of squatting, so I mean, maybe I'll feel fucking spontaneous enough to just like do some squats, but I'm gonna show you guys how to get big ass motherfucking legs. Don't skip legs. Fucking hit them, destroy them, and I'll give you guys some cues as to like how I'll just give you guys some cues to help you guys, you know, grow your big legs, you know, like truthfully grow your legs even more. And I'll show you like positioning and stuff like that, but let's just get to the damn gym. I hope you guys are doing good, and yeah, let's go to the damn gym. Woo! Alright guys, made my decision. I'm just gonna fucking squat. I feel like I should work on squatting, and especially just because like overall the hack squat has kind of been like plateauing, so I'm just gonna switch things up a little bit. I'm just gonna warm up, and then still don't know exactly what kind of plan we're gonna be going with it, but maybe I'll do like a 5x5, a good solid, or maybe I'll do like a 2x6 to 8. Just try to treat it to failure, kind of the same thing, same principle as like regular style of training. So let's just start warming up. No, not gonna lie. Maybe the squat arc should come back. Maybe I should just become like a demon again in a powerlifting kind of thing. The only issue is like my hip mobility and like my lower back. Not what it used to be. It's bad. And if you don't have any mobility, then it's gonna be bad for you. Stretch, yoga, all those things. Keeping yourself well conditioned is so important. Don't neglect those things. Don't be someone stupid like me who literally just said, oh, I don't need to stretch anymore. No, you need to stretch. Also, these things, I need to wash these things again. These knee sleeves are bad. Make sure you fucking stretch, because if you try to go heavy like what I'm trying to do right now, at least to my standards, you're gonna fuck up. You're gonna fuck something up, and then you're gonna screw yourself and not get any damn progress. And no one wants that. So, make sure to fucking stretch. I need to make sure to do that, so I'll probably end up just doing that after this whole entire leg day, but we're gonna work up with 315, just do 3 easy reps, and then, or like 2 easy reps, and then try to go up to like 1 or 365, maybe 385 or 5-ish, something like that. We'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. Honestly, that wasn't so bad. I think I'll try to do 365 for like top failure again, just because like, I'm gonna be honest, my brace is just not it. I gotta learn how to brace better. Bracing is so important and breathing is so important. My diaphragm breathing just starts so bad. It's not good at all, so no, we're just gonna play it safe. No one needs to get hurt. I'm not a power lifter. I don't need to squat like super heavy weight. I just need to squat good weight, controlled, and try to get some bigger legs. But having fun, experimenting, and then we'll hit the accessory movements to get your legs having the crazy striations. So it's gonna take a little bit of rest time and then get back to it.
this will be my 3rd time hitting squats. And if I don't like it, I'll return back. And it's not like it's bad, it's just scary. Like, I don't know any powerlifting cues, and maybe I should just go back down and like work on my form more. But you know what, I'm trying to push this damn weight. I don't know about you guys, but you know, cues work up differently with every single person. Like my cousin told me to like have this cue in the back of my head where it's like push the your bar back to the bar when you squat, because then that reinforces the idea to sit up, like have your body up. Only issue is like, again, with deadlifting, my body is just like my mind from the deadlift injury, which happened like right actually over there. You can't see it, but it's just locked in my mind that if I even like hunch a little bit, or if I don't even get my back straight enough, I'll just snap it. It's scary. And like, you know, squats are no joke. You gotta figure out your form. Whenever you're doing something heavy, figure out your form. I think like, that's the reason why, like, to me, like bodybuilding makes more sense. Like lifts for that area. Like, whenever I do like a chest press, like an incline, like machine press, hammer press, or strength press, I can feel the movement the whole way. Compared to this, where it's like, I'm thinking about every single small detail and just trying to push up the heavy weight. Like, yeah, I can feel like my hamstrings working, my glute working, but it's heavy weight and it's free weight. So not bracing your core one time, fold, snap, and now your progress is just at a stop. And I do not want that, so we're gonna do this one last time, and then we'll move on to some good old accessory movements, and I'll give you some cues, help you guys, as well as just like, you know, tell you about my day. That was rough. Oh well. We'll work with what we have. And honestly, after this, I think it's time to just go back to hack squat, because my lower back needs some serious improvements. And the deadlift, but more so good mornings, are going to be implemented into my program, just because I need a better hinge and I need more strength in my lower back. Because I think like in the video you could see my body started to like lean forward a little bit too much. I need to be a lot more stronger at the bottom and to be able to like push up. And so I think a mixture of, you know, a better hinge, better glute activation, and just a better mindset, and like making sure that I'm like, yes, I'm gonna hit this shit, would definitely help me. So let's just move on to my hamstrings. Warm up those damn hamstrings. You don't need to jump into things, but just like controlling the damn weight. We're gonna do some heavy seated curls and make sure everything is locked in pretty damn tight. My friend Dom always like, he told me like a specific way how to do it, and it's just like making sure that you're literally just squished into the machine and everything should be compact. It's easier with ours because we can actually have a lever to push it off of us, but making sure that it's actually tight on you is crucial, as well as making sure you can actually control the weight, because I know that in the beginning of seated curls, I always felt it in my hip flexors. And so you need to play around with what weight you can control. So just place on some weight, feel the movement throughout the whole entire thing, and then you can work your way up. But for some cues, I would suggest like thinking, instead of like specifically just curling, I would think almost push down, like squeeze your glutes a little bit and then push down, like press your legs down into the floor. That'll help. That helps me, but you know, you're different. There's a bunch of cues. There's a bunch of people with different information. And so look into what they say too as well. Let's get this heavy working set in. So it's all about preference as to like what you would like to do with hamstring curls or just any movement in general. But I've been kind of like diving in deeper into like what mechanical tension is, what it means to hit failure, and like muscle growth in particular, as to like how to truthfully destroy your muscle fibers, replenish them, you know, and get bigger. Muscles in reality are pretty easy to fucking build. It's a pretty easy like idea. You push yourself hard enough, you break them down, you eat good foods, you sleep, helps rebuild, and you repeat the process while slowly, you know, progressive overloading. Whenever I'm doing like any movements now, I've kind of like really locked in on the idea of like feeling the movement throughout my specific muscle group the whole entire time. And I think something that can help you guys is just making sure that you have that mind-muscle connection throughout the whole entire movement, rather than just swinging stuff around. I mean, in like a explosive standpoint, like if you want to be, you know, like if you're an athlete and you do polymetrics and stuff, I think that's what it's called. I'm not too sure. I'm not a fucking professional in that, but if your goal is explosive movements, obviously it's going to be a little bit different for your body. And so I'm not saying like fast movements are always the greatest. I'm not saying that slow movements are the greatest. But what I am saying is, to an aesthetic standpoint, you want to feel the muscle the whole entire time. If you want to grow a specific area, you have to lock in on that specific area. And if you don't feel it, if it doesn't feel right, you need to switch the damn movements. It's that simple. And so that's why, like today, with the squats, like it was fun. My first day of squatting again was on a Smith machine that wasn't slanted. It was a straight, like literally straight Smith machine, and it felt amazing. But you know, we don't have that. The one that we have is kind of slanted, and it won't feel that good unless I do like sissy squats. But at that point, I'll just do like a hack squat or like, you know, a leg extension, because I feel a leg extension is way better. Let's just get to the next set and then move on to leg extensions. You know, you guys heard me in like within the last videos, like if you're gonna push yourself and you know you got more, because this is like my only hamstring workout, or my only hamstring movement, because legs I kind of just treat like go balls to the walls with them. And if you do a ton of volume with your legs, overall, if you truthfully train them to failure, you do not need a lot of movements. Like I don't need to do, what's it called? I do not need to do an RDL, a good morning, a lying hamstring curl and a freaking seated curl. You don't need to do all those movements. You could do one. It's okay to do one movement and, you know, less volume, so long as you push yourself. And again, towards that end of the movement, I just, especially like now, I'm playing and toying with the idea of just doing rest pauses, drop sets, those kind of things. Like, do not be afraid to throw those in if you train to failure. And if you know you can actually go more, then just simply do more. Do a rest pause. Do anything you guys need to. Like, experiment with it. There's tons of what you can do. But now we're on the leg extensions. So I'm gonna warm up really quick. You know what I will say though? I'm so surprised we already have snow. It's mind-boggling to me because during Halloween we had snow, and dude, it's crazy to think that like in a blink of an eye, time can kind of just go. Now it's gonna be freezing cold. Now I'm actually gonna have to wear even more sweatpants, hoodies, jackets. But with that being said too, like school, we finally get a break, and my classes have been so much easier for me. Pushing out content is way better now because I have an actual like organized plan. One last time, cranking out on the leg extensions, and then go hit some bad girls, because those are always fun. You know, something I feel like that should be talked about is like recovery time. And it's like, oh, I lift X amount of times within the week. But it's like, I feel like once you truthfully start pushing yourself even more, you're gonna start to realize that you cannot push your all a lot of our recovery time. Or you cannot push yourself every single day if you're going like 6 out of 7 days a week. Like, it's a lot for the body. With like workout programs and splits, you know, experiment with them. But the biggest thing I would say is if you truthfully push all of what you have into a movement or in a day, and then you go back, right? So like, let's say you did PPL, but then immediately you just restarted it. So it'd be push-pull legs, push-pull legs. Your push day, I feel like, would not have enough time to recover. You're gonna be so tired. So having 1 day of rest, or even 2, and just making sure you have like 48 to 72 hours. So 2 to 3 days of rest, I feel like can help tremendously. Like, you guys would be so surprised as to how much better you would feel. You know, going back to what I was saying earlier, having low volume, high intensity with a lot of rest and recovery time, I think is crucial. And for me, it works well. But for you guys, you know, like take it with a grain, like as a grain of salt. Like, you know, keep it in the back of your head. You don't need to. It's just something that I do. I would just do that. Experiment with it. I am just gonna quickly do these hip abductors, and then we'll go stretch and just talk with you guys a little bit more. But I'm gonna finish this up, go back down, work on hip mobility, get all that stuff figured out, and then I'll get back to you guys. I know I said like, let's just wait until later until we do the pump thing, but honestly, let's just take a look at the pump really quick. The legs, no upper body, because there's no point. I didn't train upper body, so I'm just gonna show off the legs, man. Yeah, look at that. It's getting bigger. Quads are getting bigger. See, like this one. Oh man. We're slowly trying to grow them. Like, you're getting bigger every single day. That's what we want. The legs are getting bigger every single day, and that's exactly what we want. So, you know what? Today wasn't terrible, but I definitely am not having the hack squat machine. Or I'm definitely not squatting. I'm going back to the hack squat machine because that was kind of awful. Not going. We done, baby. Guys, I don't know about you guys, but like, you know how like sometimes you guys think you could do something and then like you guys just don't hit it? That's how I feel like right now. Honestly, those squats, I'm just gonna forget those things even existed, man. Like, I'm just gonna forget that I even did that, because I'm not saying it was bad, but like, I did not feel that. And you know, like I said, experiment with movements. Like, you've got to experiment with movements. It's so crucial to do that, because maybe you do find you know, your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes working better with a regular squat. I for one did not. You know what, we're gonna take a step back and scrap that shit out of the program. We need to reprogram, and so the hack squat's making a return. And overall, like, you know, hopefully those cues really helped you guys. But experiment with cues. Like, look, I know like some people, they think that they have to take things so literal, but when you hear someone say a specific cue, that's what works for them. Don't just like, you know, think that is the one and only way. You know, there's so many, like, think about it this way. There are so many ways to curl a fucking dumbbell. You know, you don't even have to curl a dumbbell. You can curl on a fucking preacher curl machine. The preacher curl machine, in my eyes, is like the perfect movement, because you can control it the whole entire way. And again, going back to mechanical tension, literally at the very end, with the eccentric portion just coming slowly down, like slowly letting the fucking bar, or in this case the machine, down, I feel like you can really feel the whole entire bicep moving. Like, it burns really bad. Like, I'm still sore from that, and I did that 2 days ago. And like, I'm hoping that I'm hoping that by tomorrow, after I rest, and then on Wednesday, I'm able to like just bounce back and get into my push day. It's rough, and sometimes you need to just do it really quick, get the fucking movement out of the way, and see if you like it. If you don't like it, then just immediately scrap it out. You know, like, think about it this way too. If you don't like doing fucking lunges or Bulgarian split squats, are you going to do a Bulgarian split squat? No, you're not. I certainly would not. That shit fucking sucks, dude. Like, you have to brace your core, it's single-legged, and you're fucking tired as shit, and you have to carry some heavy-ass dumbbells, otherwise I feel like it does nothing for you. Like, it is hard. And so, you know, you can take out movements that you do not like. Do the shit that you enjoy doing, and do not be afraid to take other people's advice. You know, I wouldn't say like their advice is the one and true only thing you could listen to, but just take in their information. Like, like, if they're bigger than you, it clearly works for some reason, and so like, you might as well just keep that in mind. Like, most of the time people are pretty cool with it. But I'm gonna fucking drive home. I am finally fucking home, and I know that this was a little bit of a weird, different video, but you know what, I enjoyed making this. And biggest things that I want you guys to like take away from this fucking video just alone is, one, experiment what the fuck you are dealing with. Like, if you truthfully do not like a movement, then you can actually just not do the movement. I think it's that simple. Like, you don't have to do
a movement if you don't like doing it. It's very easy. And 2, getting into a new mindset of just appreciating what you have, loving the journey, and acknowledging the pain. If you guys are struggling with something, acknowledging pain is okay. Being emotional is okay, I should say. You know, if you have a lot of pain, it's okay to be emotional. It's just how you use it that's the part where it gets kind of iffy. Enjoy the process and keep on working on the damn intensity. To grow them fucking legs, you need to push intensity, have a good fucking recovery time, and I promise you guys will get fucking swole. I gotta get going to fucking work, and I gotta get cooking too as well, so we're gonna have to end it here, but thank you guys for fucking watching. Peace out, guys!